What's up, YouTube? M&L Music here, doing something different this week than the usual song. So this week we've got the happy hour with Mike and Laura. So we're going to be answering a few of the questions that came up on Instagram this week. So the first one, we're going to start nice and easy. Where are we both from?
So I am originally from Wakefield, but I live in Huddersfield.
And I'm from South Manchester, as you can probably tell from the accent and the songs we like, or the songs we play.
Okay, so the question is, how did you meet? Or how did we meet?
I forgot. So we met at an event called Manchester in March 2019. And Manchester is an event in like a warehouse called Bowlers, where they have loads of different cover and tribute bands. So there's like Oasis, Stone Roses, James, Cortinas, Arctic Monkeys. As the name suggests, like all the classic Manchester bands. The Smiths is one as well. And it's all these cover and tribute bands. But yeah, it's a really good event every October and March, or at least before COVID, and hopefully now COVID's finished, starting again.
But there's not just them bands, is there? Because there's 3 different rooms of the ones like rave type music, isn't it?
Right,
and the other one's bands. It's really good. They have them twice a year, they're good.
Yeah, the rave music's not for me though. Stick to the guitar stuff. Right, next question. So another one from the Instagram. What's your favourite festival?
I've never actually been to a proper music festival. I've been to cover festivals like Manchester, Bake Fest, but I've never been to a full festival, only because I don't think I could deal with being surrounded by sweaty people or the toilet or shower situation, but you never know, I might give it a go one day. Yeah, what about you?
I'm going to have to say Goose Green Festival, because it had an amazing act there this year, which was us, obviously. In all seriousness, probably, well, I don't know, I've been to V Fest, been to Tea in the Park years ago. Tea in the Park was pretty good, but obviously non-existent anymore. I guess it's Transmit now, which has a pretty good lineup. There's Neighbourhood Weekend, again, all the good music.
Okay. So the next question we got was, what do you both do for a living?
So I'm a software engineer, so just sit in my office all day, just staring at a screen. So playing music's a good way to get away from that and switch off. But yeah, since COVID, I've just been working from home the whole time.
And I'm a nurse, a district nurse, and I have an absolutely fantastic team that I work with, and I love my job.
Okay. The next one is favourite band / musician / artist.
I have a very varied taste in music. I like Fleetwood Mac. I like The Beautiful South. Blondie. James. We just have a very varied taste, and it depends what mood I'm into, what music I listen to, and how loud I listen to it, really.
The question was the favourite, not the top 5.
The favourite. What? What's the question?
Favourite band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that answers it.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, if I had to name one, I mean, it's got to be Oasis. I guess like everyone, you go through different phases and listen to different things. Like I can go through phases of listening to Oasis, and then I've listened to it too much, I have to change. But recently I've been listening to like Sabian, Cortinas, Arctic Monkeys. Again, all the classics.
Okay, so how did we get started with M&L Music?
So, as we mentioned, we met at Manchester a couple of years ago, and then when we were going out and stuff, we realised like Laura can sing and has a good voice. I've played guitar for so many years, thought we may as well do something with it, you know, instead of just doing our own thing. So we thought we'd just give it a go and start playing together. The YouTube itself was a bit random, like it was never really planned. We just recorded a video one Sunday, our first video laid by James, and then you know we publish that on YouTube, and then from there we just decided to keep doing it every week.
Yeah. I was fast.
That'll be cut out. So I guess following on from that, the next question is, what's the favourite cover that we've done?
See, I like Maria by Blondie. I think one of the ones that's done really well is Getting Away With It by James. That seems to have done really well. And I think they're the two where I felt most relaxed in them, so it probably helped. I mean, for the worst ones, it's normally when we've been out for a drink and I'm looking rough in all the videos, but I'm a bit hungover, they're probably the ones that I would give a miss.
Yeah, Getting Away With It. It's quite strange. That's our most popular video with like over 10,000 views, whilst the next one's like 2,000 views. I mean, it's a really good song, obviously, but of all the songs we've done, we wouldn't have expected that one to be the most popular, but it is a good song. In terms of my favourite cover, it's a tough one. We enjoyed doing Slide Away, which we did a few weeks ago, because there's all the different like layers we've added with the guitar and stuff. So for me that was fun, like editing it and putting it together. And another one we did that's not on our channel is Underneath the Sky. So for that one we worked with James Hargreaves, who has a channel himself, and he makes a living doing music. So it was really good, like working with him and getting a song done together, learning from him.
Although I made his life very difficult by, because all the layers that I sang the wrong words on a couple of them, so I don't think he was too impressed with what I sent over. But all in all, it worked out really well and he did a fantastic job, didn't he?
Yeah, Laura does have a habit of just making up the words sometimes.
Okay, so the next question was, what songs have you got planned?
I mean, to be honest, we don't really plan the songs in advance. We've got like a list of songs we'd like to do and we try and practice, but normally comes down to what we're feeling on the day. Like we'll play through a few different ones and then whichever one we're most comfortable with or we think feels the best, we go with that one. In general, we're practicing more James songs because there's a lot of classic songs in there. We've also had a request for Starman by David Bowie, so we'll start practicing that one, add that to the list. And at some point we want to start writing our own songs when Laura can write some lyrics, get some lyrics together. So this question is for Laura. Well, I presume it's for Laura, so it's how long have you been singing for?
I've been singing quite a while. My mum always sang, played guitar, played piano. She's very musical. We'd have a karaoke set up in the living room, as my dad probably didn't find that as enjoyable as we did. Then we started going on caravan holidays, and my mum would always get her and myself involved in like the singing competitions and the talent shows and everything like that on the caravan parks. But if you won, you ended up winning a free holiday in a caravan. So we'd enter every time we go, and then more often than not, either myself or my mum would end up with a free holiday. However, in a caravan in October, it's probably not as good as it sounds. But yeah, it was good. And I've loved singing ever since. I think the biggest thing for me was my confidence growing, and this is something which has pushed me out of my comfort zone a lot and helped me progress, and hopefully can progress more, because I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I've definitely improved.
So you've heard of the pool sharks and hustlers. This is a singing hustler getting the free caravan holidays every year.
Okay, so this song's for Mike because I don't really have much to do with this side. How do you record at home? What equipment do you use to record?
Yeah, so I mean, the first video, as I mentioned, that was very, what's the word? Like just impromptu.
Raw.
Yeah, raw. Just we just there and then decided randomly to record a video and see what it sounded like. So that one, no experience recording or anything. It was just a phone video, phone camera, phone audio. And then after that, like as we started getting into it, we started getting a bit of equipment. So like we've got an audio interface, so we can plug a microphone in and the guitar in there, and then recording on the laptop. And then we've got the GarageBand for editing the sound and audio. So like you can hear a big difference between like our first few songs. So like there's James Lade, which had no editing. The next one was our first song, She's Electric, which was coming through the laptop and had some of the effects on. But at the time, I obviously had no idea what I was doing, so I was just turning all the knobs up. And then obviously over time, like done some more research, done some more reading into it, and like kind of got better at that. So hopefully you can hear the improvements in the sound as well. As Laura said, she doesn't do any of that stuff. She just turns up, sings into the mic, and then that's it. The rest is left to me. So that's all the questions we had. If you've got any more, if you want to ask anything, feel free to leave them in the comments, or DM us on Twitter or Instagram. We won't bite. Well, Laura might. I don't know. So yeah, that's everything, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.